ensuring students don't end up in a class of their own in entirely the wrong way. That's an issue addressed by Deputy Prime Minister Tharman Shanmugaratnam today. He said the government wants to encourage permanent residents and those who intend to live in Singapore for the long term to send their children to local schools rather than international ones. He spoke to reporters after a dialogue with Indian youths organised by the Singapore Indian Development Association, or SINDA.
International schools bring a competitive edge to Singapore in its role as a business centre, allowing children of expats to have an uninterrupted education. But the question is, how do they fit into the larger picture of integration?
I feel that there's already a bit of problem between the integration of the expats and the Singaporeans. And would this international schools actually develop more of this problem between this integration?
The key is striking the right balance, says DPM Tharman, adding the government does not intend to have unlimited growth in international schools here. This comes just a year after the government released more land for international schools.
The composition is important, so we're not keen on having too much expansion of schools that are only for one ethnic group or for one nationality. That balance has to be found, especially for those who are PRs and those who are here in Singapore for the long term. We want as much as possible that their children go through our national schools. So we're finding the right balance. We're not expanding all segments of the international school community equally.
A finance student asked if she stood a chance in a sector that's attracting many foreigners. Mr Tharman said the overall proportion of professional jobs held by Singaporeans in the financial sector is well above majority. But it's not just a numbers game. The Monetary Authority is mindful about ensuring Singaporeans are well represented across the job functions.
We notice there are differences between the banks. The banks are not all the same. Some of them actually have Singaporeans much better represented in the range of functions, and in some others the Singaporeans tend to be very much in the middle and back office. It's making sure that there's a good representation of opportunities, that there's a good spread of opportunities for Singaporeans within the different banking functions, not just getting an adequate overall number of Singaporeans in the financial sector.
The forum is part of the annual SINDA Youth Leaders Seminar. To make sure it's not all talk and no action, the seminar has also for the first time included a community service component where participants gave out hampers and helped to clean the houses of underprivileged residents in Taman Jurong.